hit the button. Brandon, we have breaking news, which will not be breaking by the time you hear this, actually, but I'm going to pretend. So this is coming from WWE after Monday Night Raw. WWE statement on Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yes.
And I quote, "When Sasha Banks and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw. Mm-hmm. During the broadcast, they walked into WWE Head of Talent Relations John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed their tag team championship belts on his desk, and walked the fuck out." Editorializing here, they did not say the fuck out in there.
Well, we don't know. So
they claimed they weren't respected enough as tag team champions. And even though they had 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match, they claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with two of their opponents, even though they'd had matches with those individuals in the past with no consequence.
That is only cited in the WWE press release, not anything directly from Sasha and Naomi. So the uncomfortable portion of it is speculative, at least it was as of this morning when I heard the story break.
Okay. Monday Night Raw is a scripted live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. I am not up on my WWE Carney lore, but I don't know if they've admitted in public in a press release that it's scripted before like that, and I could just not be paying attention to it.
Yeah, that was the whole thing after way back in the fucking 90s where Vince was like, this is a television show. Like this was, it's him pulling the curtain back. It's sports entertainment, the entertainment portion. Right. Like the entertainment portion states that these are storylines. These are performers that are performing matches. This is predetermined entertainment. Mm-hmm. They're doing a TV show. They're doing it live. It is dangerous still. It's really fucking impressive. When it's good, it's great.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's fucking trash.
So, so that was the statement from WWE. I had not watched Raw, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Was this actually shown on TV?
No, but they referenced it openly, which had a lot of people thinking that it was work. But to my understanding, and I am paraphrasing from my watch of the What Culture Wrestling video news story about this morning, they were talking about, I believe it is Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select stated that apparently they were frustrated with the storyline because basically Naomi was supposed to win the six-pack challenge to challenge Bianca Belair for the belt to then lose it and basically undo all of the hard work that they had done as tag team champions. Because the argument being is like, why haven't they defended their tag team championships? Where is the rest of the competition? What else is going on? Why are you not building a storyline? Yeah. Why is it they apparently proposed the idea of supposed to be Nikki Ash and Dewdrop, which poor Piper Niven, like Jesus Christ, she is a fucking 10 as far as a wrestler and gets paired with the name Dewdrop. Like fuck off with that shit. Anyway, so the Scottish connection of Nikki ASH and Dewdrop had been feuding with them since Mania, and Naomi's thought process is that one of the two of them should get involved and fuck up the actual match, causing the real feud to be basically, hey, you got this turned away from me, and them saying, no, you need to pay attention to the competitors in front of you. You needed to be defending this belt. And once their ideas were shot down by WWE Creative, they then said, fine, if you're not going to respect all the hard work and the fact that we managed to get over with these belts that you clearly don't give a shit about, we're just going to go home. You don't need us.
Yeah. Well, the women's tag division isn't that deep to begin with. Like,
no, it's not. But the point being is that they managed to get the fucking thing over. A belt that nobody cares about, or sorry, a set of belts that nobody cares about in a division that nobody's spending any time with. And they're working their ass off to get this thing over and make it popular, which frankly, WWE should be over the moon about that somebody cares about this in spite of everything else. And they still can't be bothered. And when creative people look, and here's the thing that I stand with. If this were Roman Reigns, if this were John Cena, this wouldn't be an argument.
Right, for sure.
And there's an argument, I think, to be had that Sasha Banks, and I heard this also in What Culture this morning, and I can't really argue it, is Sasha Banks is arguably one of, if not the most complete female wrestler on the WWE roster at the moment. She's been consistently hot. She puts on full-on Dave Meltzer level 5-star matches, and we fucking know it. She's a proven commodity, and apparently the actual ratings numbers go up when she's in segments. She's been in The Mandalorian. She's been in other things. She's going to continue to do acting.
She's a draw. She
draws eyes to the product, and you have a belt on her, and why wouldn't you utilize that? Why are you not going to cash in on that? And the fact that she is spending this time trying to promote a tag team belt when she should be in the main event picture all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's doing the tag team thing, I think there's a fair argument to be said of, don't disrespect me, bitches. Like, I'm the fucking number one. I should be number one.
Yeah.
Like Becky's great. Becky was super hot 2018, 2019, but Becky had a kid. Becky fell off. Becky needs to build herself back up again. Asuka is great, but they never really let Asuka do what Asuka needs to do. They cut her off at the knees.
Yeah.
And now she's more of a comedy act. And she's a credible threat, but until they let her take the fucking training wheels off and fucking go after people, no one thinks Asuka's going to win the title.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just not going to happen.
And that made me so sad when they called her up, because like she had the belt, she was hot as fire,
she was undefeated.
They brought her up, and like
she could have been the next Goldberg in the sense of the most dominating force in the entire division.
Yeah.
And frankly, in the history of women's wrestling.
And they cooled her down.
Fans were behind it and doing me like, Asuka's gonna kill you. Like, the fucking crowd was so behind it, and it was so natural.
Yeah.
And she did what Goldberg managed to do for a different reason. She managed to convey a story. She did the same thing that Nakamura figured out how to do. They figured out how to work an American audience using body language.
Oh, yeah.
Which is such an amazing skill that by the time we realize that maybe their mic skills as far as an American audience aren't, Dwayne Johnson, fine.
Yeah.
Because half the fucking roster doesn't have that skill set.
But they can get over other ways.
They can get over it in other ways. They're naturally, why the fuck are you fighting them?
Yeah.
But like, Charlotte's out for a while by choice, and you've got a fucking vacuum here. Why wouldn't you utilize it? Why? It makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah. Have we heard like Sasha and Naomi's side of the thing? No. I know they're on social media, but I don't know.
To my understanding, they've been quiet about it. My guess is that they had a bit of a standoff. They probably were like, no, we're going to take our property. We're going to take our physical selves and go home. They were probably like, if you do this, we're going to tell everybody that you quit and you took your ball and you went home. And they probably went, okay. And they probably made the decision of, if we say nothing, everyone assumes the worst of WWE.
That's for damn sure.
So if they say nothing and they don't defend themselves and don't give anyone any fodder, and just say, no, we weren't happy with the story and we took our ball and we went home, that sets a precedent for other fucking wrestlers. The other thing to bear in mind is this kind of shit's been happening recently across wrestling. The pandemic is over in the sense of entertainment and sports entertainment. So when you are a sports entertainer, and you are at that level, and I'm referring also to MJF in this sense in AEW, you're going to call your shot. You're going to be like, no, I can take my property elsewhere.
Yeah.
I know I'm marketable.
Yeah. You're not giving me health care. You still call me a contractor. I have no retirement savings. So if you're not going to respect me,
I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah. If you're not going to respect a division that I am putting over,
right?
We are putting over,
right?
A division that people give a shit about now.
I'll take my property and go elsewhere. And like in MJF's case, he's openly taunting everyone by talking about it on TV, but that's the way he's handling it. Sasha's handling it a little differently. She's taken breaks for mental health. She's taken willing breaks about this stuff. Like, Naomi, there's going to be an awkward moment here because her husband is one of the Usos and they are on their way to potentially being the longest reigning tag team, provided that they don't surpass the New Day, but they're family with Roman, and Roman's going back to part-time schedule because he has other things he wants to pursue.
Yeah.
If you don't want to lose your cash crop, you need to fucking get your shit together and realize that you don't have the bargaining chips that you think you do.
Yeah.
You're going to lose your talent.
And Sasha's it's like a 1-2 punch because not only is she a bankable WWE star, now she's on a fucking hit show. And like, imagine Sasha showing up in the show again. And instead of saying like WWE Sasha Banks, it's AEW Sasha Banks, or it's like
New Japan or Impact
or any of these other companies,
or not using the name Sasha Banks at all.
Yeah. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world for Sasha and Naomi to just be like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
And I hope it, like, I know it's going to work out for Sasha. She's going to land on her feet. I hope it also works out for Naomi. Cause like,
I imagine one, Naomi's probably done pretty well for herself. Two, I'm pretty sure she could go anywhere she wants to, realistically, if she so desired.
Yeah.
I think there is a very real factor of the Uso issue, because eventually if you mistreat one of the Usos' wives, there's going to be consequences for that.
And that's family.
Creative differences are one thing, but like disrespect a man's wife, that's gonna go somewhere, right? Like, so who knows how that's gonna work out?
And if you piss off the Usos, you're gonna piss off Roman. And if you piss off Roman, your tribal chief is gonna take his stupid pepper necklace and go somewhere else.
No, he's probably going to start dictating about adding to the bloodline and bringing both of them in.
Yeah.
What stops him from telling everybody, hey, they're part of my faction now?
Yeah.
Like he walks out on TV, right?
Yeah.
He walks out on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And they happen to walk through the crowd. What then?
Yeah.
Like, because all we need to do is find out what the fucking Samoan word for sister is, and they could be the whatever that is, sisters, and then you've got a ladies tag team as part of the faction, and all of a sudden you've got a women's division in the bloodline.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's that simple. Yeah. No one is going to be confused, because like it'd be like, well, this makes sense. Sasha's going to pair herself with the best guy out there in Roman, and we know Naomi's connection, so fuck it, that's canon.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
All right, there's strength in numbers.
Now, is there a possibility
this is a work?
This is a work. And now for those who are unfamiliar with wrestling terms,
60%.
A work is a predetermined storyline done by the company. Everything, like, it's the matches are predetermined, the storylines are predetermined, even if it sounds like it's like, oh my God, they're doing that. No, it's all predetermined. A shoot is off the cuff, improvised, not scripted, not televised, not telegraphed. Well, not telegraphed. So like it's real shit.
Unplanned on live TV, real shit that they can't get around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it nefarious enough to be a work? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It feels too well written to be a work for WWE. Yeah. Unless Paul Heyman wrote it.
He's still on creative, so.
No, I mean, he just works with Roman Reigns. He's his mouthpiece. He's not on creative, to my understanding.
Oh, he's not? Oh,
no. So if he just proposes this idea of let's create the strongest faction in wrestling.
Yeah. That would be amazing. What if it's a work between the Usos, Roman, Sasha, and Naomi and Heyman, but the rest of the company doesn't know that they've worked?
No. That's going into business for yourself. You don't do that. That's its own thing. No, I'm saying if this is a work, this is nobody says anything publicly, and you let Heyman pull the strings from behind everything. Mm-hmm. Because realistically, all they have to do is have Corey Graves mention that, they were unprofessional, or, you have an obligation or whatever it is, and create this little bit of animosity by the voice of the company, mm-hmm. letting the idea that, Vince is in Corey's ear or Michael Cole's ear or whomever's ear, voicing this opinion, to then have this happen, or sorry, not on SmackDown, on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, you could have them switch over.
Yeah.
What's stops them from showing up on Friday?
That's true. I mean, are the promotions run separately, or are they coordinated?
To my understanding, they are separate and going to remain separate because of the TV deals that the TV networks have negotiations about certain talent. And desires of talent and what have you. So they don't get so much lateral ability. So that's why I think they were never really going to unify the belts and what have you. And it's been very hit or miss on Roman's appearances and yada, yada, yada. Yeah.
So has any of the other talent weighed in on this, or has everyone just
nothing I know of? I think everybody's been really quiet, which tells me one of two things. It's a work, or it's completely shoot and nobody wants to get fired about it.
I have because
no word means both or either. But in a very extreme,
if it's a work, it's excellent. If it's a shoot, holy shit.
Right. And the only surprise that I would have about it being a work is they're now fully, if they manage to pull that off, that means that either the wrestling media, like your Sean Ross Sapps, your well-known people of credible ilk, are reporting on this, which means they managed to finally feed them a bullshit story that they bid on. And that seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because they're suspect as fuck.
They are. The wrestling press tends to really dig into and
right. Well, because they got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So they're very good.
If no one else talking about it, seems like it might be a work.
If it just happened and then WWE reported it, fine.
Yeah.
The fact that it was reported by Fightful and a few others, that's,
I'm sorry, I misspoke. It seems like it could be real. If the other wrestlers aren't talking about it, seems like it could be shoot, could be real shit. Could be bad.
Don't fucking say anything. Don't get yourself in trouble. You don't have that kind of sway. Yeah. Roman's the only one, and he's not going to bother because he's trying to take a step away. He's not going to pick a fight with Vince.
Yeah. Because the wrestlers will get on the Twitter and they will just snipe at each other. And just
right. But this is the other thing too, is this might be a thing of they don't want to, for all we know, this could be an issue with John Laurinaitis. Because I've heard he's a douchebag. So it could just be old Johnny Ace told them the wrong thing, decided to stand his ground because he thought he was a tough guy and didn't realize who he was fucking with.
Yeah. Who's making the money?
Right. Yeah.
Vince is cutting the checks, but who's signing up?
I get it. You're fucking the Bella's mom. Good for you. You don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Old skateboard Johnny Ace don't mean shit.
Jada. God damn.
Yep.
I wish Sasha and Naomi the best.
Yes.
I'm sure they're going to figure this shit out.
Yes, I hope they stand. I hope they stand their ground. I hope they have demands.
Yeah.
I hope one of those demands is to change your name from Dewdrop to anything the fuck else. Deserves better.
La, 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 la. Well, and I hope some of the other wrestlers on that level like are in a position where they could stand up for themselves and like.
I think Charlotte would be the only one. Becky's not going to fight that because Seth Rollins is such a company guy. Becky ain't going to fucking push that. They're going to have jobs forever if they keep their nose down and they stay out of that fight. Crawford Jesus is not going to go fucking anywhere. And he made that very clear. And he proved himself to be a loyalist with the Cody Rhodes thing. And that ended up working out for the best for everybody in the end.
Yeah.
So why reinvent the wheel that way? It makes total sense to me.
I'm still fucking blown away with Cody coming back.
Right. But like, so realistically, I mean, that women's roster, Ronda Rousey is a fucking turf ass joke. So, but I don't really care what happens to her. Maybe she's got the clout, but I doubt it, considering they had to talk her down from being all butthurt about the fans and then think that she deserves to be out there after Stone Cold for some fucking reason. So she's on another fucking planet.
Yeah. Has she shown up lately or has
I don't know. I don't watch weekly. I don't. Like, I keep up with the wrestling news and I watch the premium live events and then that's it. Like, realistically, I don't have the fucking effort to sit there and watch that shit on Peacock or whatever it is the next day.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't care that much.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't. Like, sorry, but I'm good. I'll watch ups and downs from Simon Miller over What Culture, where he like covers the best and the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I know what's going on, but so yeah. Anyway, that was Wrestling Corner.
That was Wrestling Corner. Nothing else is good, so we'll talk about that.
That's a fucking mouthful.
All right. We will pause for the cause and return. And we're back. Brandon Chalmers.
Hey man, the Gucci, what's the matter? Huh? Podcast network got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Welcome, one and all.
This has nothing to do with anything,
No,
but you brought up Arnold and it reminds me of Predator. And Predator reminds me of a trailer that just dropped, or a teaser called Prey, which is a prequel to the Predator series, takes place way back in the day. And it's a Comanche tribe being hunted by the Predator. The good thing, the interesting thing about this movie is that the cast and crew are Indigenous and First Nations people. So like,
oh, cool. So no Borscht Belt comedians then.
Yeah. So
outstanding.
So the possibility of fuckery. Well, I'm not going to say it's low because it is still a Hollywood movie.
I was going to say, like, honestly, all I want now that I know that this is on the table, now all I want is for people to go back and find old still images, or if you're feeling sassy and you know how to video edit, old footage of the TV show F Troop. And I want you to edit in the Predator just slowly hunting all of those comedians down because none of them were native.
But you should check out this teaser.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's perfect. You hear the sound and you're like, wait, what is this? And
then I just heard clicking. I know this noise.
Yeah, and then you see the light and you're like, what is happening?
Right. I know what's happening.
And that's all you get. And
fucking Danny Glover is getting way too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
And I hope that's the only thing we get. And then they drop the movie. That's not what we're going to get. We're going to get a whole thing. We're going to get
a ton of fucking teaser after teaser after teaser. And there's going to be like 9 minutes of the movie they're going to show for some fucking reason.
Yeah. But I'm excited about this one. I've always loved the series.
I'm good with this. Yeah.
It'll probably show when it comes out. It'll probably show up on Nerds of Color somewhere because, like,
cool.
There've been some really good interviews.
No, I'm not surprised.
Keith,
fucking boss has got some goddamn mojo.
He got weight.
Can't wear shorts, just like you. Dick like a baby holding an apple, like just fucking ridiculous.
Brandon, can you introduce us like the former California governor?
Maria, welcome, one and all, to the fucking Do It Cast, part of the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network. Maria! Anyway, so they got the Jim and the Gucci's and the Brandon Chalmers, and they got to do fucking Do It Casts, and then they talk about things, and then they geek out about stuff that probably doesn't have very much right now. With other things going on. And anyway, I was the gummy bear of Candy Cornia, and I know how to have a good time with lifting and fitness. And I was on the President's Council of Fitness way back in the day. George W. Bush holds me up. Anyway. It's a podcast.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper of questions at Hard Knock Media Podcast. Yes.
Crush your enemies. See them run before you in the lamentation.
No. We will not on this podcast see the lamentation of their women. No. They have suffered enough. No. God damn it.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, my terrible Schwarzenegger aside. Welcome one and all to the fucking Do It Cast, part of the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network. And when I say Hard Knock Media, I mean NOC as in Nerds of Color. I mean Jamie, not me. I mean Keith, not me. I mean the rest of the podcast network, not me. Now you can find all sorts of rad ass shit, movie reviews, music reviews, all sorts of drops, interviews, culture takes, all sorts of cool things, toy reviews, all sorts of nerdy things. If you are into pop culture or TV or movies or really goddamn anything that involves someone who is possibly related to and or somewhere around in the sphere of Nerd of Color, we cover it right fucking here. And what I mean by right here, I mean not on this actual podcast, because we are two fuck knuckles who just happen to joke around about dumb shit. But the rest of the podcast network are a bunch of credible, intelligent, well-spoken human beings who do an amazing job of covering a variety of topics. Now, as far as this show goes, I would like to start by saying I'm sorry. Lower the bar now, because if jumping out of the gate and having Wrestling Corner wasn't enough of a warning to you that you might not be in a place you want to be, fucking strap in, because God only knows what fucking Mr. Wizard over here has for us as far as topics, because I do zero prep and he does, I think, a little more than zero prep. And then we just fucking ride the lightning into podcast obscurity. So welcome, you baker's dozen of chuckle fucks. Let's do this thing. Jamie, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So we offhandedly remarked we weren't sure what the state of the podcast would be last time we recorded.
It was fucking awesome. That's what the state of the podcast is. Silly ass statements.
Unfortunately, one of our listeners reached out and was worried that we were gonna call it quit.
No. So, no, Jesus, no.
Yeah. So Vincent reached out to me via direct message, and he was worried, and I was like, no, we're just trying to figure out how to record, because during the panorama, Zoom, and I don't know if this was widely advertised, but if you had a one-on-one call with somebody, it was unlimited time. So our podcast started at like an hour to an hour and a half to like however the fuck long we wanted to. And we didn't have to worry.
And I caught a fish this big.
And we didn't have to worry about it because it was only two people talking. Yep. If it was a 3-person podcast, then we needed somebody who had an actual subscription, a paid account, so that we could go for longer. So like when Keith is a guest, Keith hosts it because he has an actual account.
Right.
So last week,
goddamn greedy ass corporate America caught up to the little guy and tried to shut us down. And I say nay.
They tried to shut down our Ferdum.
Man, Jamie Gucci, I swear to God, I'm back again. Home. Woo! Take a big stretch and a bend. All right. So anyway, right. I heard that you were having a hard time with corporate America, trying to keep the little man down. Me, my 1900 truckers, we got thrown out of Oakland.
Oh
right?
my God.
Made our way
no.
to Santa Barbara. Nothing happened there. So then I was like, all right, get this. What if we all just kind of fade off into obscurity and then went back, and then every so often when we found a cause for justice, we would band together like the Justice League. You know what I mean? Like there'd be like a Peterbilt symbol, like flashed over a sign up in the sky. And like, if you happen to be in like a 9-mile radius and you happen to see it, you fucking gas up the 18 gears and fucking first and a half, second and a half, third and a half, your way all the way over. And then we gather under this blood moon and then prepare ourselves for fucking 15 ounces of freedom, because I'm here to support you and your causes. You hear me, you fucks over at Zoom? You think this is a voice who can't get things assembled? I shut down a 2-lane road.
Brandon.
I almost shut down a 2-lane road.
Brandon.
What?
They're coming back.
You know,
they're back at the Hagerstown Raceway today. Brandon Chalmers. They are back. They are back.
I didn't know. And now I'm not convinced that I didn't bring them here.
They're back.
Wait, did they show up before I started being an idiot?
They showed up today.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. So it's not my fault.
Oh, today we're recording on Tuesday. They showed up today.
All right, cool. Well, then fuck it. I didn't Beetlejuice this shit into life. I didn't Candyman this. This shit ain't on me.
Some of them were going to try to go to like a rally in the city, and they
what city? Hagerstown? I mean,
DC. They were going to
I'm sure.
DC
why not?
Again, and they missed it. But
did they just not catch an Uber or something like that? Because they're not going to let the truck in the city. So
I don't know.
I mean, I wish they would, because the idea of having them get towed is fucking amazing.
They're back because they accomplished so many things last time.
Well, I mean, with gas, with fucking diesel at like what, $6.50 a gallon or whatever it is. Fuck it, go after it, you guys. Travel around the country, be heard.
I just
burn that fucking Kickstarter or GoFundMe money. Fuck it, just go after it.
I don't know. I don't know. Ugh.
Go after it.
Fucking hell. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, man. So what's up? So these corporate fucks.
So we're using Zoom. We have the basic pro account.
Did we Pirate Bay this thing?
I don't think you can.
You can't Pirate Bay this?
I don't think you can.
Can we LimeWire this?
At the
risk of making James Hetfield uncomfortable, can we Napster this problem?
Did you?
I did see, in fact, that he seemed very insecure and asked for a hug, a baba, and reportedly may have had a boom boom on stage. Yes, I did see that James Hetfield is a little bitty baby bitch.
Well, I didn't see that, but like,
oh yeah, I did.
A while ago, they were doing a live concert, like a streaming concert, and the Content ID system flagged them. So as they were like rocking out to whatever it was,
they ended up getting shut down by their own shit. Fucking good. God. I hope someone just walked up to Lars in the middle of that fucking set as he's fucking beating on his awful tuned drums, and he just walks up with an iPad that just says shut down for content restrictions. And then he fucking like climbs on a hamster wheel behind his fucking drum set and then just starts taking phone calls about how irate he is about it, and then tries to sue some kid in Iowa for, I don't know, for some reason stealing Saint Anger, but like it was on a bet more than anything else. So it's not even his fault.
God, Saint Anger. Jesus Christ.
God, remember when we all got duped into pretending like that was going to be a good idea? And then like
I wasn't.
I was, because I was like, fuck it, man. All right. So they're going through a rough time. It's a transition period. This could be interesting. And then once I saw who they hired, and I was like, all right.
He's cool. I will.
Yeah, Robert Trujillo is great. I'm like, I could totally get behind this. Maybe this will be halfway decent. And frankly, I didn't shut the fuck up about that until U2 forced their album on my phone.
I remember that.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Oh man. Speaking of musicians whose chickens have come back to roost.
Are we going to talk about U2 again playing a fucking concert in the tunnel or whatever it is in Ukraine? Because like those people haven't fucking suffered enough to hear Bono.
Someone tweeted that out. Like, haven't they suffered enough?
God damn. Like, yeah. Imagine like you're fucking wandering through the subway, trying to still go to work in a war zone because you're trying to do the right thing or trying to see your family or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And here comes Bono. And I swear to God, a man who calls himself and managed to talk everyone else into this, The Edge. Like, I thought Sting was fucking ambitious to be named in the present tense, but fuck you, The Edge.
Yeah.
To then, like, could you imagine wandering through and hearing his fucking awful ass singing Sunday Bloody Sunday while some dickhead with a fucking steady cam starts doing sweeping shots, getting in your way while you're trying to flee the fucking city?
Yeah, like maybe they're big in Ukraine, but I don't know. I saw that and I was like,
sure, all right. In the same way the Scorpions are big in Germany, like, great. Yeah. How did no one take that? Like, look, Ukraine has done a lot of amazing things, but I think we had an opportunity, a narrow one, for somebody to just roundhouse kick Bono in the face, like right on a streaming platform. Because honestly, who's going to go after that guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sir, did you roundhouse kick Bono in the face? Yes.
Yes, I did.
We've suffered enough.
Oh, man.
Stares into the camera, hucks a Molotov cocktail at a Russian tank, walks away. World's greatest badass, elect him president of whatever fucking country they want.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
They've earned it. They've earned it twice. That person gets to have ice cream for breakfast. May their alcohol glass never be empty. Like all of the positive that I can cast onto them.
Had to use,
like the idea of just like, well, every time I hold my hand out, I want somebody to hand me a gummy bear. Like, sure, okay, let's pay a guy. Bill Gates needs to pay somebody to just follow this guy around with just fucking duffel bags of gummy bears.
And the good ones. The golden.
Yeah, the Haribos. The Haribos.
The Haribos are there's another one like Golden Harvest or some shit.
Whatever it is. Right. Yeah. I
premium.
want something fucking solid.
Yeah.
And just anytime that dude can be like, fuck you, Russia. Gummy bear.
Gummy bear.
Eats it.
What? No, I did have that in my head. But as we're going on this music tangent, are you familiar with a one slow hand? He who was deemed a god many years after he was with the Yardbirds, Mr.
Yes,
Sunshine
we're talking about Eric Clapton. Go ahead.
That motherfucker got COVID. And he had to cancel his shows. That anti-mask, anti-vax motherfucker got the Rona.
Is he still sick? Or did he?
I think he's still sick and he had to cancel all those shows.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to tiptoe my way around this one because I don't want to wish illness or long-term illness or worse on anyone because that's awful of me. But if he could never play a live show again because his lungs got too fucked up from all of the phlegm and complications from long COVID, and he just had to live on his royalty checks and sending, tweets out because he has trouble speaking now, I'd be kind of okay with that.
I know what the answer is, because he's going to get like the best treatment in the world that money can buy and everything. He'll be fine. Right. I wonder if this experience will cause him to self-reflect. And I know what the answer is. The answer is no.
Why would it?
I don't know. He'll probably write a song about like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Right. Yeah. What it's going to be probably called is Nothing to Fear.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Mother.
Nothing to fear, my girl.
Oh my God.
I got long going down. Yeah. Where he rips off some other fucking old Buddy Rich song or something like that because he can't actually write any original music anymore. And
it's gonna be so bad.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You're right. I want
Jamie, if we're talking about people being consistently shitty and the bad ideas that stem from people being consistently shitty, I'm your dude. Like, I am the Miss Cleo of fucking shithead white guy bad ideas after suffering a trauma.
Oh
like, call me now for your free reading.
What did you say it was going to be called?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. No, not that bad. I'm calling it episode 143.
Wait, how far out is that?
We are.
Oh, that's this episode.
Yeah, this is this episode. Brandon calls it Clapton will write a song about his COVID experience.
How about Claptons of Fun?
Called Claptons of Fun. What did we say? What did you say it was going to be called? It's not
either like Not That Bad or No Reason to Fear.
Oh, that's what it was. No Reason to Fear or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No Reason to Fear. All right. I'm putting this in the show notes.
Cool.
So when Clapton does write his song about it, because he did a song about like freeing your face.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because God forbid, poor Eric Clapton is so oppressed that by having to wear a mask in whatever the fuck, I don't know where in England, but I'm going to pick a town I've heard of that sounds pretentious, but probably isn't. So let's say in beautiful Chipping Norton. That Eric Clapton
that's good.
in some sort of like giant fucking topiary garden with a goddamn Taylor guitar is just whining into the fucking thing. Like it's him and fucking Cabo Wabo himself, Sammy Hagar, fucking just
Wabo.
Right, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, like just him just doing the like, I can't believe I have to wear a mask, and then be like, I can't believe I can't drive 55. Like, just when will this government oversight stop? Wow.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
It needs to stop right now. Wow. Not tomorrow.
Anyway, Vincent reached out to see what was up, and then I told him
Vincent.
what was up, and then he offered to sponsor us, and I was like,
"Whoa,
that's very nice." But like, you know, we love that you listen. That's way more important to us. Because,
yes, genuinely, yeah. Like we've joked around before. We're doing the show for like us and the boss and Vincent. Like, there's no confusion here. Like, you are number one, dude, my dude. Like, know this.
Yeah. So the fact that you reached out, Vincent, thank you so much.
Wow.
And it is very thoughtful for you to offer to host us. Maybe sometime.
Whoa. Hang on.
Sponsor.
Where the fuck were the rest of you?
Yeah.
It's like 13 of you cucks and only one of you steps up? One? We get one? I mean, Jesus Christ, I'll carry that guy around like a fucking Dave Chappelle bit moving forward. But I swear, fuck the rest of you, okay? All right?
Maybe if
Lux, God damn it.
maybe a couple of years down the road when
We can clone Vincent and actually have ourselves a proper group of fans.
well when we feel confident in traveling again and going to multiple places,
Yes.
we'll take a trip up to Canada. I don't know where you are, but we'll find some place to hang out.
Hell yeah. We'll talk about how real Letterkenny totally is and drink a puppers and have some fucking poutine. It'll be rad.
Poutine,
like, I'm here for all this.
Street meat.
Fucking yeah. Like, fuck, y'all are going to have to start calling me street meat.
Yeah,
like, that's just.
Toronto was the first place that I had bubble tea.
Well, then that's just a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. It was at a
Outback Steakhouse.
It was at a tea house. So they had like Texas toast,
Roadhouse,
and bubble tea.
Yep.
And all sorts of snacks. And then we went to a 24/7 arcade and it was glorious. And I should have stayed, apparently. That was with my previous administration. So that was many moons ago.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. Brandon Chalmers, what are you geeking on?
Fucking nothing, man. Like, God. No, that's not true. What is it? We Own This City? The HBO show?
Yeah. It's about Balmer.
Yes. And look, I don't need to get into it a whole lot, honestly. If you watch The Wire, if you like The Wire, this is going to be up your alley. If you like police dramas that actually show the police not being so great and or quote unquote being honest, which I know is a fucking foreign concept, this show is going to be for you. But let's ignore all of that and let's talk about the one dude who in the first scene was eating a bag of crab chips and then follow that scene up with him wearing a goddamn Baltimore Blast t-shirt. I want this guy to be our Gritty. All right? It's not the hero we need, but it's the one we deserve, and I'll take what I can get.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah,
so dope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to that show. It's going to be 6 episodes, or at least
I don't know how many episodes. I believe they are on episode number 4. Aired last night. So it is available on the HBO streaming service. And it is very good. Very good.
That's awesome. That sounds good.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to it. I love The Wire.
Yeah. Did you watch the most recent season of Luther?
That was a while ago. Has there been a newer one? Like
whatever one that he had a different partner, a younger black lady.
Yeah.
So she is part of the district attorney's office or the DOJ's office or whatever it is. So she's in this. So it's like you start to recognize also
more
the
British
callbacks, the fucking callbacks of all the people who were on The Wire. Holy shit. You are going to blow your fucking top when you start to recognize everybody.
Oh, man.
But the idea that they get Idris Elba's co-star on Luther to be in this show that could potentially and or should have Idris Elba is a fucking perfect tie-in. It's like somebody went, well, we have to have ties to other people in the thing. And they went, wait, I got it. And they bring back a bunch of fucking obscure people and a bunch of like, oh my God, the cruising. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but you and I, when you watch it, we're to be like, holy crap, that guy. And I'll be like, I know. It's him. Yeah. So if you watch that fucking, you recognize everybody. I promise you will recognize people. So if you're a Wire fan, you're going to fucking love this and eat it up. I have not watched will be the 4th episode. When I get done here, I'm going upstairs and the wife and I are totally going to turn that on and go watch that. So it is
nice.
Very good.
Nice.
Yes. Jamie Noguchi, what the fuck are you geeking about?
I'm catching up with Young Justice.
Yes.
Season 4.
Yes.
So it's the latest season.
Yes.
With Vandal Savage and Savage in general and
Forager.
Yeah. Zara is all over this fucking show.
I know.
there's an episode where Halo is talking to her previous host's mother.
Yes.
It's Zara talking to herself.
And like I said, that episode, I got done watching that one. I was like, man, this show is taking on a fucking lot.
And then Halo talking to Violet.
Yes. No, Violet is.
Violet is Halo's.
Yeah.
Who is she talking
Violet is the secret identity or just street name or whatever it is. Yeah. Halo is the superhero.
And then Violet talking to Harper or somebody. I don't know. Their girlfriend or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's Zara too. So Zara talks to herself throughout the entire
That's
episode.
awesome.
And I'm just like, did you just have a whole day of just
good. Make that money. Make that money.
I would very much like her.
Cast Zara is everything. The Jaws, the shark and Jaws.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Death Star. Like just remake everything and let her do the voiceover for everything.
I want her to show up. I want her to show up in a live at some point, because a live action role in the DCEU.
Sure,
in the DC universe, because
I'm here for that, but hear me out. In the meantime, make that money. So we remake The Hunt for Red October, but she gets to be the sub. So it's just her voice just going bong. Bong.
She could be like Alan Tudyk, where he does all the chickens.
Right, yeah.
She could do all the robot spaceships.
You know what? Fuck it. That's it. That's a dream team if I've ever seen one. Just, right. Zara and Tudyk. Just, right, yeah. Just her doing all the regular voices and him just being birds.
Zara is the voice of the spaceship in Lost in Space.
See? Fucking come on. Come on.
Yeah, so I was watching the show like in the background, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I recognize that voice.
Yeah, you do.
Assassiny, and it was she was Lady Shiva, I think. Or
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, she was Lady Shiva, and I was like, that sounds
hell yeah,
husky and assassiny.
Yeah,
and
it does.
I looked it up on IMDb, and there she is.
Yeah, it does. Yup.
So that's been a real treat.
Big fucking swoon.
Yeah.
Swoon. Well done.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to see it, but I hope they do, because genuinely fucking swoon and well done.
Yeah. So that's been a lot of fun to have. Yeah. Cause everything else is pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I get that. Well, anyway, when she gets cast as the sub in the new Hunt for Red October, I'm not asking for a credit, but if just during some of the press release stuff, if you just mention, like if you just look in the camera and go, "Hey, Brandon," that's it. That's all I need. That's all I need to know. I just throw that out there.
Yeah, but she's all over the DC animated stuff. Get her in the live,
yes,
and then get her on a Star War.
Yes.
And then she's already in a Marvel thing. Did you see there was a Good Morning America thing? They're doing a Xandar theme park thing at like Universal or something like that. They have like a
Guardians of the Galaxy thing?
Guardians of the Galaxy ride or something like that.
Okay, cool.
And Zara plays this Xandarian like host to like welcome.
Oh,
people.
nice.
So one of the field reporter interviewed Zara as her character in it. So like, and she's like a hologram in the thing. So like,
nice.
She's got a DC thing. She's got a Marvel thing. She needs a Star Wars thing.
Yep.
Make it happen. Somebody make it happen.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Where can people find you?
You can find me. Let's go with this. Instagram at that guy Chalmers. Also for funsies, not for hookups, just for meeting good people. You can catch me on Farmers Only at your boy Brandon.
Farmers Only.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
We were talking about like setting up.
How did that spur something?
We were joking about like setting up a climbing OnlyFans called like OnlySens.
Oh yes, and it exists, right?
No, but there's a climbers.
There's a dater. There's a dater. What is that called? Boulder, I think it was.
Yeah, it was called Boulder, and a friend of ours joined it just to see what it was like, and it's fucking useless because no one's posting pictures of themselves. They're just posting pictures of their sends. So it's them like halfway up a wall or like doing this other thing. And so you don't know who you're looking at.
No, you're deciding who you're fucking based on what their V score is, Jamie. I've never had a cleaner way to judge an athlete. Look, bottom line is if you're doing V6 or better, you are fuckable. Make no mistake about it. That means you have endurance. You're quick in a moment. You can figure out a situation, and you're not afraid to put your body at risk for a good time. That is 4 great tastes and taste great together, Jamie. Like, I can make a jambalaya out of those fucking ingredients. Is what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sold.
Right,
I'm
right.
sold. Yeah.
Don't judge people for not wanting to take unnecessary selfies. Like, plus, if you're on that app, how is that not the way you judge?
That's
like,
true.
Because the way you eye somebody in the fucking climbing gym is you're either on them and creeping up on them to try and show off next to them, or you are across the fucking gym watching them fucking just springboard their way up the thing doing a speed climb. You're like, God damn, that person got gams in an ass for days. I need to get myself closer. I'm going to accidentally throw my chalk bag halfway across the fucking gym and apologize when it falls at their feet. Hey, can I buy you a Sobe and some Sun Chips? What's up? How you doing?
Oh my God. Nah, it'd be like a kombucha and an energy bar. Some dumb
whatever,
shit.
Man. Like, look, I haven't had to really date in some time, all right? My references are dated, but my intentions are clear.
Oh man.
Yeah, like look, Jamie, what I'm talking about is I'm gonna go in to a convenience store and I'm going to get one of those weird Sobeys that kind of look like milk, but are kind of fruit juice and everything else like that.
Yeah.
And some Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips, my dude. Like, I'm not getting cheap on you. No garden veggie for you. I'm getting the real stuff. I'm health conscious, but also I want myself a snack. All right.
God damn. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Goddamn right I am. Yeah. Absolutely.
You want someone who can fucking out climb you and like
I'm climbing into my 98 Civic, firing crazy town, and it's gonna fucking blast over 212s because I know how to party in the year of 2001. And
oh my God.
Yeah. You are my butterfly sugar baby. Now, go ahead and grab that Sobe Life Water and come hop in the passenger seat. We're going to do a whole lot of nothing and then wander around White Marsh because that's what kids did back then.
White Marsh.
Yeah, you're going to, yeah. I got underglow on this fucking Civic, Jamie. We're going to hang out in the TGI Fridays parking lot and talk about life shit that don't matter. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm buying you the fucking Fridays 2 for 20 dinner or whatever it is. Yeah. You're going to be debating your life choices when I end up buying you some sizzling chicken and cheese. I know that, right? You're like, wow, he tipped $4 whole on that meal. He must be all right. He's doing okay. That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I purposely didn't put on my Limp Bizkit CD for this day. That's
Jesus.
See, Jamie, that's the rule, right? You go with the poppy shit first, right?
Yeah.
Then you move into a little like Wheatus or something like that just to see what their rock credentials are. Then date 3, if they still seem like they're having a good time, all of a sudden you get like driving out in the middle of nowhere, you hit the mix CD, but you know it's not really a mix CD, right? It's a changer. So in the changer, disc number 3, those are your real jams, right? And she gets settled in, and y'all got your hands held, and the sunroof's open, and you're driving around, and all of a sudden you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, chocolate starfish." And then she gives you a look of like, "Are we going to really fucking do this?" And I give her a look like, "Oh, we are definitely going to fucking do this." And if she tightens her grip, that's a keeper. Marry that woman.
Oh, fuck.
How'd this start?
I don't know. We're
Toby. That's how it
we're
started.
trying to say
God,
goodbye.
Jim, right.
We're trying to say goodbye. You can find me wherever you can find me. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Goodbye.